What's up, y'all? We're here at our FSM prep rally. We got number 6 Foothill hosting number 2, the Liberty Patriots, and the Liberty Patriots come out on top with a score of 50-30. Lots to unpack. We had an interception on the first drive of the game, but then the Patriots kept rolling and came out on top. What'd y'all see out there?
At first, it was a defensive struggle, and we thought it was going to go back and forth to that. Both offenses were struggling to find their footing, but what we saw was the second half adjustments. Liberty was able to go out there, take advantage, get the ball moving down the field. Foothill made it interesting. They went out there and they really showed their tail, but in the end, Liberty, just too physical, too experienced, and just too much up and down on the roster for them to be able to pull out a victory like this.
Yeah, I mean, last year, Liberty played Foothill twice, and Foothill scored a grand total of 7 points. Today, they put up a solid 30, but at the same time, Foothill hasn't beat Liberty in 16 years. Liberty has had their number for years. Liberty knows exactly what's going on, and they're able to just constantly beat Foothill no matter what.
Let's talk about number 10, the quarterback for Foothill. Using his legs, trying to drive down the field, had a lot of grit, but unfortunately came out short today. But he's only a sophomore, so what do you guys think about the talent for the future of Foothill to come?
The future is bright for him with him leading it. Like you said, he's only a sophomore, so I look forward to seeing his growth over the next couple of years. There were times where you could see the game just looked a little fast for him, moving real quick, but as a sophomore, he's going to get better and better. But he showed a lot of grit, heart, and determination, and no give up in him. We saw the last touchdown at the end. I mean, he really was out there throwing the ball or running it. He said, hey, get on my back, I'll carry you.
I mean, like you said, it was moving a little bit too fast. There were times where he would go off and he would see his first read, he'd get prepped to throw, and he'd immediately get thrown off because defensive pressure was just in his face no matter what. But he's able to run around, he's not giving up on the plays, and most importantly, when it comes down to the red zone, he was getting the ball into the end zone no matter what. Whether it was throwing it, whether it was running it, all he was doing was making plays.
All right, y'all, when it comes to the talent around the valley, and we got Liberty out here, what's it going to take for an opponent to beat their D-line and really beat their running back and the elusive quarterbacks they have overall?
I mean, we know Liberty's going to be physical, the talent, the experience, the coaching staff, they do not play. They keep those boys locked in.
Yeah.
You're going to have to match their aggressiveness. You're going to have to come up with some trick plays. And honestly, from start to finish, you can't make any mistakes. No interceptions, no turnovers. I would even say don't even punt the ball against them. You got to go for it, and you got to get some breaks your way. And overall, the second half adjustments, like we saw today. Foothill hung with them early on. Liberty was just able to pull away. You got to be able to make those second half adjustments and come out with the same intensity as you do in the first half.
Liberty was also playing a lot more physical ball the entire time. Obviously, their run game is really strong, but most importantly, their defensive line was constantly making life miserable for Foothill. They were getting in the backfield for the running backs, they're getting in the backfield making life miserable for the quarterback, and no matter what, all Liberty was doing was just beating them and beating them and beating them and constantly just dragging them down the field. It didn't matter if it was a long drive, if it was a short drive. All they wanted to do was make sure that they were beating you into the ground and having more energy than you the entire time.
Let's see our scores from our top 10.
The FSM prep rally, we're doing it big this time. Our player of the game is not one, but the defensive line of the Liberty Patriots. I got Coach Noah Jefferson. Coach, your D-line went out there. They was hungry. As we can see, they ate. Talk about the performance that your boys were able to put forward.
They played a good performance. They played out there with effort. The rest of the passer got after it on the run game, too. That's all I can ask for. I got a group of 9 guys that just want to get after it. That's all it is.
Coming into this game, obviously you win or lose the game at the line of scrimmage. Was there anything from Foothill's side that made you say, hey, this is how we're going to attack them, or just, hey, play our ball, the rest will take care of itself?
I notice they take deep sets against us. We got some really good rushers on our D-line. In order to stop that, you got to take some deep sets and get the ball out a little quicker, and that's what they tried to do. Biggest thing we can do is just get off the ball and get moving and get them going.
To our D-lineman here, number 42, Mr. Pierce, how was it being out here in this atmosphere on the road, taking on a team like Foothill that gave you a pretty decent run?
Yeah, it was pretty actually good, not gonna lie. They gave us a good look for our defense and especially our D-line. Coming off for the first half, we started off slow, but after that, we started picking up our pace throughout the time, and yeah, that's it.
It was close in the first half, but then you guys started putting away in the second half. As a D lineman, which one do you prefer? A close game like that, or when you got the lead and you know, hey, we could just go out there and have fun?
Especially like these kind of teams, we want to blow out, but having some competition with this is mostly what we want, and we can learn from our mistakes from that, especially what happens on practice and in the weight room too. So I'll take the competition.
Absolutely. Now, if we could pass it on over to my fellow big man over here. You went out there and you had yourself a heck of a game. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, who knows? But you was out there getting after the quarterback. What was it like being in the zone, sacking the quarterback?
Honestly, it's just fun. This is like my piece. I like getting to the quarterback and sacking them.
Now, you guys have beaten Foothill for 16 straight years. Probably longer than you guys have been alive.
Probably.
Coming out here, what was that like mentally preparing for a team that you've had that much dominance over, but clearly they weren't going to be no pushovers?
Our head coach, Coach Morocco, he just like kept on egging us on about like we can't like let off the gas on any of these teams for our rest of our season.
Understandable. Now, Coach, if I can, you guys got the rest of the season. If any of these boys go down with an ankle injury, I can get out there for a play or two now. I'll shave the beard, but thank you so much for this hell of a performance. Thank you to you guys for your performance. Our player of the game, Liberty Patriots defensive line. Stay tuned and check out the highlights from the rest of the game.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Shorty, what you want? Shorty, what you need? My niggas run the game. We ain't never leave. Counting up this money. We ain't never sleep. You got V12. I got 12 V's. Got bottles. Got all the way up. Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. All the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. For my with Bentley coupes and Rolexes, kicked the out the room and gave her no breakfast. Had to stash the jewels. These so reckless. Keep my on cruise. I'm talking naughty uptown, showing off a new things.
What's up, y'all? We are here with our coach of the game, Coach Rich Morocco of the Liberty Patriots, once again putting on a dominant performance of 50-30. Coach, you utilized multiple quarterbacks throughout your game with different skill sets, different talents, being able to adjust on the fly. How do you utilize their skill set to your offensive schemes?
Yeah, Selby's our starting quarterback, but we feel like Ramiro's a really good quarterback as well, and we felt like he deserved getting more reps with the ones. The first few weeks he really only got in when we were up big and played with the 2s and 3s and made it tough for him. So we made a conscious decision to give Selby 2 drives and give Ramiro a drive, and let it go back and forth like that for the first half, and then we were going to kind of go with whoever played better, but. Right. They both did a pretty good job tonight, and I think with the style of offense that we play, when the quarterback runs the ball, you got to be prepared, right? I don't want to be caught, later in the season where I didn't give my backup enough quality reps, and now all of a sudden he's playing because the starter gets dinged up or something.
Right. Let's talk second half adjustments. The quarterback for the other team had a lot of grit, was trying to use his legs to drive down the field. How did you adjust for that defensively?
Yeah, I think Coach Kaipo does a great job of mixing up things. We bring a lot of pressure, and our defensive line's been doing a great job all year of getting pressure. And he got us a few times when we were playing man, and our backs are to him, and he was able to extend it. So credit to him, and credit to Foothill. They played really tough. I was impressed with them, and they had no quit in them. And really, it was, we were up 16 most of the game, but it's like every time we'd score, then they'd score. And, back and forth. So, they played well, and number 10 definitely played a great game. But, ultimately, it just came down to, especially the one drive where we, sack, right. Caused them to, punt, and then that was a big part of the game.
Coach, I don't know if you are aware, but this is your 16th year beating Foothill consecutively. So how does it feel to continue on that legacy?
Yeah, it's it's good. I am aware a little bit of some of the streaks that I have, as a coach, and we have as a program, and we try to build something special at Liberty. I feel like there's really no question we're the best public school program in Nevada year after year, and it's the kids buy into it. Right. People that move in from out of state, if they're not going to Gorman, we want them to choose Liberty, and that's an important part of who we are.
Well, congrats, Coach, and good luck the rest of the season.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, y'all. You heard it here first. 50-30. Patriots come out on top. Any final thoughts?
I mean, the energy was electric here. The fans were fun. The weather held up. It was a good night of football. And what we're starting to see now is we're going to league play. Okay, you had your out-of-state games, you had your out-of-city games. How's it going to be taking on, like you said, rivals, teams you haven't beaten? What adjustments are you going to make? It's going to get really exciting from here on out. Cannot wait.
Most importantly, Foothill looked good today. They may not have put it up on the scoreboard, they may have lost by 20, but on the onset of the game, it looked like it was going to be a blowout, but they held tough with Liberty throughout the beginning of it. Foothill's not going away. Liberty's going to maintain their stranglehold on top of that second spot on our power rankings, but most importantly, we have a lot of fun games coming up. League plays coming in, rivalries coming in, just like you said, so the rest half of the season is going to look really good.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Hannah Sarkinia.
I'm Kalani Lua.
And I'm Bryson Dowdy.